Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next question. Okay, so this question belongs to GATE CSE 2014 set 2 guys. The given question is three processes A, B, C. Okay, each executes a loop of 100 iterations. Okay, so these are being executed in total 100 times guys, like ABC, 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 ABC in that way. Okay, so in each iteration of the loop, a processor performs a single computation that requires TC, that is nothing but CPU time. Okay, so TC is nothing but a time taken for CPU, and TIO is nothing but for input output operation. Okay, that lasts for TIO milliseconds. Okay, so it is assumed that the computer where the process execution has sufficient number of input output devices. Okay, so they are indirectly saying the sufficient number of devices means they are trying to say that each of these IO operations can be performed on different devices, and they can run parallelly, right? So previously, if you recall, we always used to take three different devices, right, or gang charts, right? Yes, so that is the reason. Okay, and they are also saying, and the operating system of the computer assigns different IO devices to each process. Okay, also the scheduling overhead of operating system is negligible. Okay, so there is no time waste with respect to operating system. Okay, so the process has the following characteristics. Okay, so the process A, B and C are started at a time 0, 5 and 10. Okay, so the arrival time is 0, 5 and 10 respectively in a pure time sharing system of round robin. Okay, that uses a time slice of 50 milliseconds. The time in milliseconds at which process C would complete its first input output operation is. Okay, so this question seems to be a bit easy, right? Okay, so let us start guys. Okay, so the only catch in this particular question is that the input output are mixed with our thing, right? Yes. Okay, so let us start. So let us start drawing the gang chart guys, so that we can start our assumptions, right? Yes, so we are starting at 0, right? Okay, so a good thing with respect to this question is that they told that they are arriving at 0, 5 and 10. So due to that reason, the order of ABC will be the same, right? Because each of them will be having 50 milliseconds of time. Okay, so from 0 to 50, A will continue, right? Yes, after that B and after that C. So after that again A, after that again B, after that again C. So in this way it will continue, right? Yes. Okay, so 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. Okay, so once at this point, so this 100, so let me write it below guys. So 100, 350 and 200. So here it came to 50, here it came to 300, here it came to 150. So minus 50 will be done, right? Yes. So at this point A is completely done. When it comes to B, it will be done at 250. It will down to 250. This will be down to 100, right? Yes. So once this A's process is done, it can start its IO operation, right? So each of these IO operations will take 100. So at the end of 700, A will be done, right? Yes. So now moving on to B and C. So B will continue, C will continue, B will continue, C will continue. So 350, 400, 450, 500. Okay, so now this B will be brought down to 200, this C will be brought down to 50, from here 150, from here 0. So now C is done. So once C is done, at what time it is done guys? At 500. So indirectly up to 1000 this one will be completed, right? Yes. So after that the only left out one is a B. So it will start at 500 and it will end at 750, right? Yes. Okay, so now B will continue from 750 to the input output operation, I mean 1250, right? Plus 500. Okay, yes. So at the end of 1250, all the processes have completed their particular works, right? Yes. Okay, so this is with respect to first iteration. Okay, and now what did they ask in the question? They clearly asked what is the total completion time, right? Yes. And for what they are asking? They are asking for a C. So observe guys. So C has completed its TC at 500. When it comes to TIO, it completed after 500 seconds. So it is 1000. So the answer should be 1000 milliseconds, right? Yes. It's a quite interesting and easy question, right? Yes. The only thing is that the examiner wants to scare the students. So basically once, I think around 25% of the students who read this question, they will be they will be scared with respect to the size of the question, guys. So you can also see that the question size is really big, right? Yes. And once they read the first statement, so first statement says that these things are executed 100 times. So at that time, the student will be getting a bit scared in the examination. When you read these type of questions, you will get some kind of scare, guys. Okay, yes. So that is the reason why while reading this question, so concentrate. And if you are scared somewhat, please check this question again in round 2, guys. Skip that question for now and check it in round 2. Okay, yes. And remember one most important thing, guys. So how much big the question is, that much easy it will be there, guys. Okay, I solved many PYQs and I also gave gate ones. So I'm having a clear idea with respect to this, guys. Whenever the question is really big, the examiner will explain everything in the question, guys. See here, everything he has explained clearly. So that is the reason why the question will become really easy. The only thing is you should concentrate while reading that set, right? Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to this question. So in the next lecture, let us continue with the next question. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.